started there, jumps over, came down, shot up to there, and then came back down. Now, that movement, these movements, who knows within that week how that moved, it could all go up in one day and down the next, and then just settles down, and then moves over here, doesn't do a whole pile of movement all week, and then, one day it just shoots up, and then comes back down and settles there, you just don't know what happens, just the way it goes. So, and as you can see here, so fall, back up, jump over, a bit up, down, so you can see the volatility, it does move around. Now, as I said, just to show you, like that was the top of the last bull run, just to show you how much more it does decide to go after that. So that's like 1001 something. I'll zoom out because, yeah, there she is. Goes all the way up here from the top of the last bull run, as we said, was 1143, because that was the line there. And then, as you can see, 2 years bull run, and the last year it seems like it does most of its running there, but yet when you zoom in from back here as well, the difference of how it moves or whatever, so that's why, because you make a lot of money at the end of all these bull runs. So, and away she goes off up there, and again she's coming down, so very similar to the one before, wasn't it? This is the end of 17, 18, what was the last one? The end of 13 to 14, 4 years, right? And then what you get? What did I say before? A year of bear market. Bang. All the way down to a nice juicy 2.5, so it didn't even come back down to touch the top of the previous high from the last bull run. Okay, then what did I say? A year consolidation, roughly. Okay, we need to zoom out because this thing gets kind of crazy. Didn't mean to zoom out that much, but yeah, you have whatever bear market. Now consolidation, there was a bit of a up down. See, that's kind of your consolidation time. It was a little more because, or slightly different from the last one. They're not exact, and different things happen. So, different things are going to happen. Anyway, let me get rid of these because now that we're finished with that, we've gotten that much done. Okay, so here now, I'm going to zoom in a bit. Come back, don't run away at me. Alright, drew some lines to show supports, whatnot. Go back here, it's, there's the top. Oh shit, didn't mean to move that. Roughly, doesn't have to be exact. There's the top. Here she comes down, back up, blah blah blah. Down, I could draw some more lines probably just to show you how. I'll just see this one over here, draw a line there. It can normally give you some sort of now watch this for fairly good, right? It came down and touched this. So once you know, as I said, it's very impossible to know the top and bottom because it can depend on the news or whatnot, but if you're roughly going off of the 4-year cycle, it gives you an idea of where you should maybe, depending on what your strategy is, taking profit or selling or when to buy this kind of crap. You see a quick down, see how quick it goes from 20, the bear market, flies down, whoa, that's fairly quick. That's within, that's whatever, November, December happening in there, not even, because that's 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, that's December there alone, she's gone from December down. You wonder, is it Christmas coming? Yep, of course it is. Sell, I need money, buy, God only knows what the kids want, so you sell loads, and then, the price will drop so fast, so quick. You go, oh, you know, I'll use some of that money that I just took in profit and I'll buy again, and then away she goes back up, and then you go, no, I'll sell, it's Christmas, it's New Year's, I got partying, I got bills to pay, income tax, whatever it is, so you sell, and look how quick she goes down. So that's another 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks, so you know, we're talking about into February here, she's down, and bang, you got a bang and up. Again, you're not gonna know exactly where these are, but the thing is, after it's happened, you see this, you can put a straight line in, which, oh, look, it kind of lines up with these here, so, you know, sometimes, no, it doesn't do it, but then you come across, right, and you see the way it's kind of support here, you know, for weeks and weeks, and then it breaks down underneath, and, you know, it came back up. As I said, there could be different reasons for different movements, whatever, you know. So you can move that down to the end of there. It's not exactly a thing, but you know, it's a support there. I shouldn't have moved that yet. I wanted to show. As I go over here, again, you see, you know, once it went down and it came back up. This line here, don't know why exactly I drew that there, but it's roughly, oh yeah, because it's basically kind of, these things stayed in here, you kind of have an idea, so you probably would have put a line on the top of these, because if you can see, look, bam, there it hit. Then you have these where it doesn't pass, and it doesn't pass, you know, so that's the roof at this stage, because you're in a bear market and it ain't gonna go up. So there's a floor for the time being. The only reason why you know that is because it fell so quick, you know, that it's probably gonna hold for a while, and you don't know how long, whatever. So you know, these are the things that I've learned and used, and didn't always get shit right, but got a bit. And also after the fact you learn it, so you know, I'm going to really be putting these kind of practices that I have learned into my future ways of trading. So you draw that line across, and then look, it's not exact, because you know, kind of came up, but it was pretty good place where all this was pretty resistant and fell back down. Again, this wasn't exactly the floor for these bits over here, but oh yes, this was March 2020, COVID, lockdowns, or forced lockdowns, is it, or whatever happened in March, you know, a lot of crap going on. As I said, I think I had accumulated some crap back here, you know, done a bit, and things started going here. I was like, I might want to get out, I'm not sure about this crap. Sold some, whatnot, or exchange it for something else, and you know, kind of do recover. And there's also games being played by institutions and people that want you to sell, so they try and scare you out of your market, and they call it weak hands. If you get scared and you sell out, or of course if you're someone like me, you don't have a lot of money, probably at this stage, you know what I mean, didn't have a lot of money, needed the money for something or whatever, you know, I wanted to get some smoke, probably, might be one thing, don't know. Anyway, so again, I can do some amazing things here, which I'll show you in a minute, because where we April, July 2020, there was the halving. Okay, again, you can take the middle of this consolidation, which is roughly July 2019, and you can start drawing these lines that are like, to show you quick, July, June, you could use the top one or this one. Sometimes you need to play around to find out what's the story. Sometimes you can see you try and draw remember the resistance line at this side, as you can see, the way sometimes it lines up there, you got bam, and it's resistance for these weeks, or support should I say, sorry, lens on support there, you know, goes up. Now I can draw, as I say, a bunch of these in different things and show you what a lovely pattern I can make out of some of these tools and stuff that I use. And again, that might not be the one, you might have to draw it here and put it somewhere or whatnot, where it kind of shows resistance there at this side and so on. But and then this is where we are now, by the way, flying off to the races. Now okay, I can show you what I call the butterfly effect from using some of these yokes. This is possibly what you get. Now exactly these aren't, oh yeah, okay, I use this one and not that one, so they're not all lined up exactly in the center here and whatnot, but you can see the wings of the butterfly, or the phoenix, some of them call it phoenix rising and whatnot. You can see how these line up with certain places as resistance, or I have to be careful not to move it, supports. Look at this one. This one is very good to show you supports. It pretty much came support all across there. Now it dipped down there below, but again, that does happen in places, up above or down below. You know, we got some supports here again in a way, because this is 2017, still in a bull market where, you know, upwards is the trend. Another saying they use is the trend is your friend. So as you can see, then you have when it's in the bear market, these become resistance, these lines. As you can see, it comes up, bam, stops, coming down, you know, bam, resistance all along here, you know, here it is, resistance here, but also look, it bounced off it there. So these lines do come into effect at different times, and you could probably go back, and that line may come into effect in different things. Not really, because the growth pattern, as you can see, look at that bull run. Remember when I zoomed in there, the amount it grew and whatever. Look at it now. It all looks like this small little hump on a long line, you know. And that's up to the 2008 bull run. So let's just say your 4-run cycle, right? What they say, you were up there to 14, then you had 1 year bear, that was your bear market, and then 1 year consolidation, right? And then you have 2-year bull run. So start of the bull run along here, which doesn't look like it here, but as I said, when we zoom in, it tells a different story. You can see the way it's curving up. Okay, so if that is the case, okay, we are what? March, on our 2nd year of the bull run. So we are here, supposedly, okay, not finished my full statement yet, so hold your horses. We are supposedly here on this year's current bull run. So look how much it has grown from that old one on to the end of the year. That's ridiculous, you know what I mean? That's why you still, they say, you know, it's still not too late to invest in Bitcoin. Again, not exactly someone that's done college or anything like this, so I have to tell you that it is not financial advice, but it is bloody insight. Okay, watch again these things, the way, yeah, support, whatnot. So yeah, she goes up and shoots up. Now the thing with this year is different, because all back in here and stuff, it was retail buyers, which is basically ordinary people, I suppose, you know, retail buying. Difference with this cycle is institutions are buying. Okay, now again, big differences are the institutions are buying, a lot of them are not selling. Institutions have a lot stronger hands, because as you can imagine, retail investors are a bunch of people that have money and they just start buying and speculating. Really, that's what a lot of that was, as they will say, it was speculation, even though you can see how the algorithm and the mathematical precision of it, 4-year cycle, works. So it's gone from 3 cents to whatever it is today, 55,000 per coin. And you can look, there's other things that they show the information on. It is the best performing asset ever. It has grown, the last time I checked was nearly 7 million% from when it began. So that's like, what, 2009 it started. So you're looking at whatever, 11, 12 years. 7 million%. So you can imagine if you that's why even a couple of people that only had 20 quid back 12 years ago are millionaires now. 12 quid, or tenner by 6 million% is whatever, 6 million. Yeah, best performing asset ever created. No stock, no gold, no nothing has ever done anything like Bitcoin has and is doing. So again, I call this a butterfly effect. Again, I could draw a straight line across over here, and this will show you these support and resistance parts. But I can also zoom in on these things that have come across from over there that you've seen, and now watch how they become maybe resistant there, but then they take off here. We got some support, taking off over support here, support again, support again. Here, this one again. This is obviously a very key one. Hold on, I'll zoom out and I'll highlight it red. Okay, no, it's not the one that I thought it was, but you can see at the moment it is being a key supporter. As I said, if this probably is taken off a hell of a lot more than what I said back here with this one. If we're here on the cycle or whatever, up for the end of the year, that's why they're targeting like $1 million per coin at the end of this year, by September, October kind of thing. I have no idea. I'm only kind of regurgitating what's out there on the news. Other people will say it's going to zero, and they've been saying that ever since it fucking came out, by the way.